In this video, I'm going to go through setting up some of the default visibility configurations. I assume you have already watched the groups setup video. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and branch off that now and go ahead and create a new configuration. So as you recall, in the groups configuration, we had modified the anonymous priority group of the priority of the anonymous group to 1, and I'm going to show you now why we're doing that. And so let's go ahead and go with this. So with anonymous, let's go ahead and change, and what we're going to do is I'm going to select the hidden field. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hide the application field. And because this is the application field and we're using the Jobify theme, the placeholder value is actually output as a link for that button. So what I'm going to do here then is I'm going to actually put, and I'm going to link it to a page that I've already created. It's going to be our register page. And so what this will do is whenever the user is an anonymous user, and whenever they click on the apply button, what that's going to do is that will actually take them to the register page. So I'm going to click publish. It's published. And now if we go over here, now let me go ahead and go over to this guy. Let's log out of this account so I can actually show you how that actually works. Now let's go ahead and let's look for, let's just go to one of these listings. And now you'll see, since I'm not logged in, you'll notice if you hover over this apply job, you'll see it now goes to that register link. So if I click on that, it's going to take me to that page, the register page. And so as you recall, the anonymous we set up, the application field, and we set that configuration to link to the register page. So since I'm not actually logged into account, that is what that button did. Quick and easy, right? Okay, so that's specific to the apply button. And this is for the Jobify theme. Now there's other things, so you'll see here this compensation one. What we're going to want to do is we're going to want to hide this field so that anonymous users cannot see this field, that they have to register to see that field. So what we'll do is we'll come over here, and actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and set it. We're going to want to make it so that nobody except for candidates can see this field. So even employers, none of them. So let's come back over here. And now what we're going to do is we're going to leave this one alone since we have this configuration. And if you remember, we have our groups set up with our priorities. And so we have anonymous, we have all but admin. So this all but admin, or we could even use the all one and then the administrator configuration, the settings. Either one should work fine. But what we're going to do here is then let's go ahead and create a new visibility configuration. And let's set that one. And we'll do all but admin. And so what we're going to do there is we're then going to set, okay, we want to hide the signing bonus value. And then let's use a placeholder. So let's say, please, and then you can use full HTML markup in here. Register to view. And that's signing bonus value. Please register to view. And then let's also do job compensation. So I'm just going to copy that. And let's do compensation. Let's register that. And we will click publish. And now, because the user account that we're still using is still the anonymous one, this should still, let's go back over here, refresh the page. You see now it says, please register to view. And so you can put a link in there, it's full HTML markup, so you can put really anything you want in there. So now that we have that basic set up for all but admin, let's go ahead and play with this a little bit and change it so that the configuration is based on these priorities that I've gone over in a couple other videos. And I'll also show you how to show some visible fields. So let's also say now that we want to, let's actually go in here and let's hide, to everybody, let's hide the phone number. So let's go ahead and hide the phone. So company phone. And what I'm going to do is if you do not put a placeholder in here, then that will actually prevent anything from being output for the phone. So we'll go ahead and add this. We're going to update that. So this is going to apply to everybody but administrators. So now we'll come back over here. Let's look at our groups. And so now what I'm going to want to do is, so since I have that set to do that, and I have it set to hide the company phone, so everybody but the administrator, let's say that I want candidates to be able to see the phone, but I don't want employers, I don't want other employers, I don't want anonymous, I don't want anybody else to be able to see that. So you see here, we already have a candidates group. The problem is the priority is currently set at 10. So what I want to do, because we already have that configuration set that is going to match candidate to this group at a priority 10, what I need to do is I need to edit candidates and change and lower that priority to a lower number so that when I create a configuration for this group will take priority over the other one that has a higher number in it. So we're going to set that to 5. We'll come back here. We'll go back to our visibilities. You see all but admin. We have this to hide the company phone. So now let's just open this in another window so it's easy to come back and forth at. So you'll see all but admin has the candidate role in there. And then you'll see here candidates with the candidate role, we have it set priority of 5. So now when I come in here and I create a new visibility, let me actually show you this first. So let's refresh this. See, there it goes. No more field, completely hidden. Come back over here and let's make a new visibility configuration, candidates. Now this is the only time where you're going to need to select a visible field. Now I've had a lot of clients who have been very confused about this and have actually come in here and configured and set, up visibility configuration, set every single field in here to show. You don't need to do that. The only time you need to set a field to show is when you have another configuration set that would match to that user or that group or whatever that is hiding this field, because by default this field is already going to be shown. So the only time you would ever need to create configuration to show it or to set it visible is when there's something else that is hiding it. So let's go ahead and publish that. That's created. Now we go back to our visibilities and we'll see here. So you see now all but admin, which matches our candidate user account, is set to priority of 10. And so that's going to hide the company phone. But once we log in with our candidate account, because we have a lower priority here that is actually showing this field, then we should be able to view it. So let's go over here. Let's go ahead and let's log into our account. Let's log in here. And let's go back to the main page and let's go back to a listing. Now, as you can see, phone, and you'll see there's the phone number. Now, you'll notice over here, you see we have, it says, please register to view, compensation signing bonus. So we set up the configuration so we can see the phone field now for the candidate role, but we're still showing this please register to view. So how do we fix that? Let's go ahead and scoot back on over here and go ahead and fix that guy. Now, if we want the candidates to be able to see those fields, we can just go ahead and add those fields to the visible fields. If we wanted to change the placeholder that's shown for that specific field, we could change that as well. So let's go ahead and set, I'll show you both of those. So we'll go ahead and set show compensation, and then we'll set on here signing bonus value, and we'll say unavailable to candidates. Now, like I mentioned before, if you left this blank, this will basically prevent anything from being output, even if it's not in there. And that's reason being is because this is a lower priority. So everything gets sorted on the group's priority and configured for the output. So now we change that, we update that, go back over here to our page, refresh, and look at that. There it is. Compensation, $65,000 a year, unavailable to candidates. If I were to have left that blank, it would have removed it completely. And again, like I said, it's because of the priority configuration, excuse me, priority configuration on these fields. So that's it for that. Thanks for watching.